times we set basketball back a couple of decades, but this is what exhibition games are for. I think our kids responded to halftime speech and quit shooting the three if you can't make the 15. All we were getting was layups and free throw attempts. Kennedy hit a couple of threes to keep us in early. Other than that, take what the defense is giving you. And that was the middle of that zone was wide open, and the man, take what the defense gives you. It's first game. You're going to have jitters. They were forcing us out. Their size is pretty good. That's SEC to outside. Number 40, she could play major D1. She's a very good player. She shot 3 for 11 because we also had size on her, but that's a very good player. Number 5's got range from out there where Kayla does. Those two kids are going to be All-Americans in NAIA. Just remember, that's a team that most of those kids are paying their way to get there at about $70,000 a year for a regular student in Oklahoma City. They just played on Wednesday night, drove all the way back, had to go to class on Thursday morning, then a 6-hour drive here, got in here about 10:30 last night. Then they're going to drive all the way back to Oklahoma City, have one day off, and then play Oklahoma. That's what you have to do, and this is why at the end of the year, this team will be back in the Final Four in NAIA. Shea gave us a lot of energy rebounding early because there was plenty of rebounding opportunities because we were building a few bricks out there, but that comes on the first ball game. Sierra missed her first 3 shots, and then after that she was pretty unstoppable against good size in there. Anna's going to get there. It's just going to take some time. Remember, she played in a 5-out system at Colorado State. So she didn't play much that freshman year, didn't play at all the second year, and didn't play here last year. So it's going to take some time for her to learn how to score easier and get deeper into the paint. 9 turnovers was very good for us, particularly not too many in the second half. But how can you win a game by 30 and shoot 2 out of 13, 13 out of 22, and only shoot 39% from the field? So our defense was a lot better than our offense tonight. We'll work on it because we're going to play a very good team in UALR on Tuesday night. But this was exactly what we needed. We needed somebody in a different color uniform. Give Oklahoma City a lot of credit. Just think, a lot of those kids are paying back student loans. They're doing or some are on academic scholarship. Give that team a whole lot of credit because a lot of those kids are going to make a lot of money with that degree from Oklahoma City. They're very well coached. For some of you old-timers, you have no idea the guy coaching them used to be Wayman Tisdale's point guard at Oklahoma, and he was a very good player himself. Questions?
Little bit of a sluggish start, but it kind of seemed like, despite not getting on the scoring line, that Aaliyah Wilson really came in and kind of provided that spark there towards the end of the first half. Were you proud of the way that she was able to come in and that energy she showed coming off that ACL?
She's got to. We got to work her in. She's at about 75 to 80%. I've got to get her to 90% this year. 90. The following year she'll be at 100. But right now you can see she's that leg she's dragging. People are beating her. It'll get there. I'm not worried about her jump shot. She missed some, but remember, she hadn't played since December the 5th of last year. A little bit of the same way with Indy. She's made about a week of workouts. She's been out with a hamstring. But in the second half, she came back and gave me that energy that Shea was giving me at the 4 spot. So we're going to be fine once we get Wilson and Jones healthy and get Anna some experience back there. We're going to be fine. I like the effort. I love the crowd out there tonight. It was a good crowd.
I know she had a little bit of the size advantage, but when in an exhibition game, when things can be a little rusty, shooting can be a little rusty, Sierra was darn near perfect, like you said, after those first 3 shots.
And that was against good size. I mean, good size. UALR will not have that size, but they'll play great help defense, and they'll double her in there. So we've got to be able to pass out of that size, because we're fixing to see a very good man-to-man team in UALR that makes the tournament every year. So I go from playing one golf buddy to another golf buddy. And those are two of my best friends there, and I really highly respect both of them because they're excellent coaches. So but we're going to get better. And I encourage our fans, after tomorrow night, football's over for about 2 weeks. Can we encourage people? We're going to play 5 games in 7 or 8 days. Can we turn and get behind basketball, both programs, for about 7 days? And then let's get right back for South Carolina in football. So after tomorrow, let's get people out, butts in seats. You're going to be very surprised when you see Buzz's team play, because they play awfully hard. It will remind you of the early Gillespie days. And you're going to see something, and he's still got 4 players out with injuries.